Well, my goal, just got it from the top of the box, and my first instinct was hit near pole. I saw the goalie kind of shifting to his right, so I hit it next to the pole. And this season we had a good season. We had a lot of players that played last year, and we basically had the same team, two seniors left, and we had a really great preseason. We were focused. We did a lot of training. We ran a lot, and we got the results that we wanted, and everything that we put up preseason before that in January, we got in our head that we wanted to make it this far, and we accomplished it.
Antonio, being a senior for you, can see a lot of emotion on your face playing your last game here. Kind of just talk about your final season and kind of what this team's meant to you.
Well, it's getting this far. It was obviously one of our goals to win the West Region. Unfortunately, it was tough. But, like they both said, we've accomplished a lot, something we haven't done maybe in a couple of years. The last time we were here, it was 2011, but not this far. But it's been a great year. For me, I'm leaving happy, my 4 years, and I'm very proud of my team for getting up to where we are now. So it's tough. There had to be a winner, but that's soccer. Keep our heads up and just keep going forward from here. Nothing else.
Hey, just for, I guess in general, for any of you three, maybe Coach especially, what matchup that we saw that was key was Turkson and Riviera. It obviously was the result of the first goal for them. Turkson got down and cut one back to Diaz, who had a good finish, and then once he subbed off, it looked like Riviera was able to create a few more opportunities. You ended up getting Chavez the goal like that. So what did you feel about that matchup? Was that pretty key coming in? Was that a big one that you talked about?
Yeah, they're two guys, Turkson and Diaz, obviously are very one-on-one, they're very good, and Diaz gets in those gaps. He's very good on getting into those crosses. But, Gabe, our right back, the last maybe 5 to 10 games this season, the guy's been probably one of our best attackers. He gets up and down the field like the guy's got a motor. He's got, he can go all day long, So he's really been that guy that's been a creative guy coming out of the back. And I felt like it's one of those things when they put, their strength sometimes can be their weakness, because now they got to mark Gabe. So now maybe pulls Turkson back a little further, and now he can't create as much. So it's one of those give and take things, I think. And to me, we always want to play to our strengths and don't want to tweak too much and say you can't go forward anymore, Gabe. We got to stay at home and mark Turkson, whatever. We want to make sure that we do what we do, and we play our style of soccer. So, it's kind of like the heavyweight fight, who punches last maybe sometimes wins. And so if we would have got that goal earlier, if we could have scored that winner, maybe it's obviously we're having a different conversation here. But we want to definitely go with what we do well.
Hey, Coach, just one last question. We've been here before the last 2 years and knocked out a similar aim, but I felt like you were in control of the whole second half, and especially in that 4-2-3-1, and you took out the 23, and you remember the name a little bit better.
I think it was the Rizar that came in.
And really controlled the game in the second half. And you met each other before in the regular season, and it finished 2-2. And the question I had was, the counter-attack something you were worried about, knowing that if you got a foothold in the game that you were really going to push forward?
Yeah, especially with their two speedy guys, with Turkson and Diaz, those guys both can run, and so that's – and Seven, their right back, gets forward as well. So that's going to be part of it. But I think with our back four, with Tony and Brian and Ahe and with Gabe, I knew they were going to get chances, obviously, but at the same time, we were trying to press forward to get that winner. And, you always leave yourself a little bit exposed when that happened, but I really felt like we were responding well throughout the match and our goalkeeper didn't have to make too many saves. They had 3 or 4 maybe chances, and so I thought we were locking up pretty well there. So I felt like we were, as we were trying to get maybe another attacker in there to maybe even get more creative. But Brian as a center mid, and Jaime Rios, number 23, and Gil, our number 19, they were doing a good job of really disrupting their midfield. And they really like to play through their holding mids, and we felt like we were disrupting their flow. And so, yeah, it was just too bad to get beat. I thought even on their second goal, I thought we had recovered well, and all of a sudden they scored the goal, and I was like, how did that even happen? Because I thought we had the bodies in the right place. But it is what it is,
That's what I was going to actually have a question for. Tony, it was a pleasure to watch you play, man. You actually remind me of a lot of a player that plays for New Western, Montalito. I'm not sure if you've seen him a lot play, but you're very similar. Very just powerful and a lot of winning. I mean, maybe what happened on that second one, like how they just kind of skip through that box all the way to the far side and then have the time to pick up and maybe deliver that ball? Was it maybe just something, just a few nuts switched on after it skipped that across, or maybe what happened there?
Yeah, it was a little crazy at the time. We were kind of just focused on one side. We kind of, I guess, forgot about like our weak side, and when the ball was crossed, we just, kind of turned our heads and we didn't really know. And I think it was like a 2-against-1, so the guy didn't, he just had to tap it in really, which I think, back to what Joe was saying, I feel like we did dominate for the most part of the game, but they capitalized on their opportunities they had, which was something we didn't do. And I mean, again, this game is, if you don't take advantage of your chances when you get them, it's going to, backfire in the end. But I mean, it is what it is.
Well, we appreciate you all taking the time to do this. Congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
Thank you.